What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another exciting video today, because today we're going to be adding more carbon fiber to our 2020 C8 Corvette. That is loud. Real quickly, guys, before we jump right into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to each and every one of you guys that support the channel. Really appreciate it. And if you like what you see, guys, consider hitting the thumbs up button, subscribing if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all the videos that we have moving forward. Now today we've got our C8 Corvette, and one of the last videos we did was installing this amazing Trufiber high wing. Full carbon fiber, looks amazing. Really great fitment, on point. We've got the carbon fiber. Now it's time to complete the look by adding the 5VM style carbon fiber side skirts and 5VM style extended front lip in full carbon fiber. So that is what we got here, guys. Here we've got the side skirts still wrapped up, and of course the front splitter. And as an added bonus, guys, we also have the carbon fiber engine cover. Check this out. This thing is amazing. Trufiber really knocked it out of the park and got us some amazing looking carbon fiber pieces. So let's go ahead and get started. Now we're going to start with the easiest one to do, and of course that's going to be the engine cover, guys. So really quick removal, guys. It's just 4 10mm bolts on each end, and then of course this little tree right in the front, and you can see there that is the LT2 intake manifold, and this is going to be look really good. We've got the carbon fiber GM factory pieces on the ends, and here we've got the 2 engine covers, guys. Now of course on the factory one you do have the brushed Corvette pieces and the actual embossed logo here, and on the carbon fiber you lose that piece there, but you still have the kind of embossed logo here, just not with all the little fine details. One thing to note, guys, this has the kind of sound deadening, so this is more for sound than really for anything else. So we should possibly hear a little bit more sound, as the carbon fiber of course doesn't have any sound deadening. So remove that little sticker there, pop this back on, and show you guys what it looks like. And just like that, guys, literally 5 minutes tops removing and installing, and we now have our carbon fiber intake. Now, not sure if there's an issue with the heat in the engine bay causing some discoloration, but you can see this has kind of like a golden hue carbon fiber look to it, but this is the GM OEM carbon fiber accessories for the engine bay, and they have that kind of goldish tint to it. Not sure if the camera will pick it up, but of course the Trufiber is true black and gray type gloss carbon fiber, and I don't know, it definitely can stand out. It does stand out, and you can kind of tell. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Might have to look into getting some replacement carbon fiber end pieces there to match. Of course the wing has that same darker black carbon fiber look, but overall looks really good. And if we close the engine bay, you can kind of see the carbon fiber there through the sight glass. Really awesome. One piece done. We've got 2 more pieces to go, technically 3 because the side skirts are 2, but we're going from easiest to last. So the side skirts of course we're going to leave to the end, and we're going to move on to the front splitter. This one's super simple. Basically just remove a ton of T15 screws all along the bottom here that removes that front lip on the Z51 lip and allows us to basically reuse the same stock holes and bolts on our front splitter. So to make it a lot easier, I'm actually going to turn the car on, raise the car up with the front lift to give me that extra clearance. So got the Z51 splitter. Man, this Corvette really looks bare and naked without any kind of lip here, and there are 21 T15 screws, guys. That is right, 21. Now here we've got the factory Z51, and you can see just kind of how far it protrudes and extends. And then we've got the 5VM style carbon fiber, so it's got that nice little winglet on the end, all carbon fiber. And if we look at from this angle, you can see how much more it actually extends outward compared to the Z51. Now the cool thing about this Trufiber front splitter, guys, is check out that V weave right there. So it actually has that alternate weave on either end, which makes it look super fancy, super nice. So let's go ahead and basically put this back on. As you see, it uses the exact same holes, and basically just start one end, work your way all the way around, and just kind of, probably since I'm a one-man show right now, I'll put one bolt in just to hold it on one end, put the other bolt holding the other end, and then put one in the middle, or work my way. And then once all the holes are kind of lined up, then I'll go back and tighten them all around so that we can get this installed properly. And just like that, the carbon fiber splitter is on, and man, what a difference, guys. This thing looks so much more aggressive than the C51 splitter did, and it's starting to come together. Got the high wing, we've got this awesome front splitter. Fitment was spot on, guys. Everything lined up perfectly, and they even give you a little wiggle room back and forth to make sure it lines up right. But man, fitment, no gaps in between here or down in between this spot here. Of course, lines up right down the middle. You can see the different weave pattern from one side to the other, and overall fitment good, looks good. I think it's coming along very nicely. So we got the engine cover down, we've got the front splitter down. Now it's time to go for the side skirts, guys. Now the side skirts are exactly like the 5VM style, so they do have that nice little stuff up, and we'll check those out right now. But you do need to use rivets on the side skirts, guys. So you're going to need to have a rivet gun tool so that you can do the rivets on the bottom. And now the factory style requires you to do a rivet on the side here, on the side, and I don't want to do that. I don't feel the need to drill into that. What if we decide to change the side skirts later, go with something different? Definitely do not want to have a hole on the side of your car. So luckily, Trufiber does provide double-sided tape and some adhesion promoter to make sure that the side skirts maintain their connection and are glued to the side, so you're not having any kind of flapping or anything like that. And they provide the rivets that go in the bottom. So everything's provided. You just need to have, again, the rivet tool, and should be fairly easy. So let me go ahead and show you guys the side skirts and what they look like on the car. So here are the side skirts. This is the driver's side skirt, and you see it runs all the way through the top, and it's got some double-sided tape there and double-sided tape on this top part. So here is where they actually do include the hole, so you can actually use a rivet if you wanted to, but we're not going to. So it has this double-sided tape for you there, and you've got some double-sided tape at the very front and right here in the middle. And here we've got the passenger side, and basically the same thing. So these are going to go on the car like so. So the top part of this carbon kind of overlays on the top and slides in like so. So really kind of hard to get this wrong, guys. Once you stick it in there and make sure it's lined up, you want to line it up towards the front, push it in so that it's covering everything and pushed in properly, and that's it. And then you get your side skirts, and just like that, our side skirt is on. Man, it's crazy how much of a difference some accents can make, guys. Now we've got our carbon fiber high wing, we've got our 5VM style side skirt, really kind of whitens the car out a little bit more, and then of course the front splitter. Now side skirts fit pretty darn good. You guys can see, follows the lines pretty well all up along the edge. You can kind of see a tiny little spot right up against the wall there, but it's really not noticeable at all, and that's kind of how the factory ones are as well. And up here on top, you guys can see I kind of just used double-sided tape there. I didn't do the basically drill the hole here on the side, and it's not flush complete against the body like it should be, but you can't even tell, and it is still very sturdy, guys. It's not gonna rattle around or make any noise. I mean, I'm shaking it. And of course, on the bottom, you do have one 7mm screw head bolt here that you have to remove, and there's a hole for that. And of course, these rivets all along the bottom, which is what I had to use the rivet tool for. So I did have to drill with a 3/16 drill bit into the bottom, but it's down at the bottom. Don't really need to worry about it being too visible, versus something like here on the side where you had to remove the wheel, remove the fender liner so you can get to an axis and drill a hole on the side here, which I did not want to do, because if we remove these, then you know we don't have a hole on the side of the body. So looks really cool. Now we just got to get to repeat the same process on the other side. And just like that, the driver's side is done. And man, oh man, crazy how much something as little as side skirts and little body pieces can do to change the look of this car. Right here in the middle, guys, the car always had that like inward kind of sucked in section, but now you guys can see it is extended out just like it should. And this should also help with the rock chips. The extension should help with all the rock chips, but really good fitment, guys. I love the way this came out. I mean, this is right on point. It's a little lifted here, you can see, but follows the line really well and doesn't come up or off on the ends here, and the rivets are holding everything nice and tight. The top part looks really good, and of course it's using a factory bolt in the back to secure it. So really happy with how this came out, and it looks really amazing. Side skirts, definitely recommend if you have a car this 5EM style. There's plenty of other styles, but I do like the little flare of that raised section. Matches this flare up here in the front, which again, the 5EM style front splitter here also looks amazing. Can't wait to get some daylight pictures. Of course, it's kind of gloomy today, but hopefully I can get some good pictures for you guys. If you haven't, follow me on my Instagram. Link is in my description. It's JLSpeed_official. Check it out. I post there before I post videos, so if you want to get ahead of the videos, that's where you should go. But overall, guys, love this turnout on today's video. Quite a bit of work, especially on the side skirts. Engine cover, front splitter, super simple. About maybe a 30-minute job max. Side skirts a little more involved and requires, again, the rivet tool, but once it's all said and done, it is very sturdy. Love the fitment. Everything fits really well, and the car is coming along nicely, guys. Comment down below, let me know what you think of the additions of the side skirts and the front splitter. Again, that 5EM style front splitter is much more aggressive than this Z51 style splitter, and look, definitely makes the car look so much better. Now, a few more pieces I would like to get are something like these little door vents here. That I think in carbon fiber with the mirror caps would really tie this whole car together from a carbon fiber standpoint on the outside, guys. I wish I could get a rear diffuser in carbon fiber. That I think would be a really awesome piece, and they do make some, but they're just way too expensive. They want like $3 grand for a carbon fiber rear diffuser. I wish there was just maybe like a sticker overlay or something we can do on this. That would be pretty darn awesome. I think that is what would really set this car apart, adding a carbon fiber rear diffuser. But guys, with that being said, I think that's been enough for today's video. We did quite a bit, and I love the way the car is turning out. Comment down below, let me know what you think, and hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos. If you do, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't, because the more subscribers I have, the better I can be at promoting and showing you guys the C8 content. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. and I'll catch you guys in the next one.